Hello everyone, welcome to 7th video of using Excel as database. In this video, we are going to talk about audit trail. So what is audit trail? Audit trail is the data that tells us who has created this entry, when this entry was created, and on which system it was created. So this gives an idea of the entry being modified or created. And in this um, and in this feature, our friendly function is Environ from environment. So we have already discussed this function. So let's go to our workbook and start creating the audit trail. So here is our workbook and we are posting data in HR data file in this table, right? HR data sheet in this table. Now what we are going to have, we are going to have like the username, the computer name, and the date. So we can trace when this entry was created, who was on which computer it was created, and who was the user, and how we are going to get the data. So let's have this blank sheet. Go to developer, go to Visual Basic, and here is our Visual Basic. Come on. So let's insert a new module and let's call it audit trail, and let's say we have this macro. Let me zoom a bit. All right, sub say we environ bracket start bracket close, and we say for a is equal to 1 to, I think that was 256 options we have. Next a, or we can say Milo. As a standard good practice, we use the same name, and what we want is Excel on this new sheet, which is sheet 1. I want to have output of the environment function in this column A. So I could know what to use. I would say environ, and whatever the number of my loop, that should be used as the environment function argument, and this will be written in cells. So row index will change, that will equal to my loop, and column index will remain same, dot value is equal to this. So let's run this, play, and there is an error, and then error is cells my loop. Okay, 256. I think that was 255. I hope. Yeah, we have got our result, and this is 43 entry. So first one is, you can see this. Yeah, let me zoom a bit. Yeah. So what we want to know is from the environment function, the name of the computer. Yes, I want the 6. Okay. And what else I want to know is not the home path, number, OneDrive. User domain, maybe domain, I don't know. If you are on in a corporate environment, working in a corporate environment, then the user domain generally remains the same, but you can have this also. I want to have the username, second thing. So these two are the variables I'm going to use. One is number 6 and the other is number 39. So let's go back and let's go back to the posting. Yeah, this is our posting function, posting macro. Once we have posted it, what we are going to do is I am going to activate my cursor to I think this is going to A1 down, then offset to the next row. Yes, done. And then offset one column right. But so which means the B column. So let's go to our table, and this is once I'm down, then one down, then one right. So here is the cursor, and I want to move it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 column right. So this would be my PC name, this will be my user, and this will be my date of entry. Great. So this is how it is, and we go back and we say move now we need to move to 11 columns right. Okay, we can say writing audit trail. Use commands, always use commands. This is very important. Okay, so what I want to have is I want to have ActiveCell.Value is equal to Environ, and if I want to use the first I want to use a PC name, that is 6, and then what I will do is I will move to one cell to the right, and then I will use 39. I believe it was 39. Username, yes, the username. This is the username that is used when you log on this computer. So this would be again one column right, and now it will be another function that is date. I also want to have the time and time. I'm saving both in one cell, but if in future I want to separate them, there should be some identifier, and that identifier could be 4 columns, right? So I can find and look for these 4 columns and separate the date and the time. So let's go back. This was post entry, so it was for the new entry. This is our input sheets. Let's input something new, and this time what I have is A4 Tech mouse. So let's say A4 Tech is the name, and we can have this department is IT, qualification is, let's say, MSc, and the current pay is 998877. So let's post the data. Mandatory fields are empty, and mandatory fields were, I think, as I recall, date of joining. Okay, that this no has gone, so it means we are ready to post. Posting done. Let's go to our table, and you can see that we have this computer name is equal to kids.pc, then we can have username is equal to author, and then we have date and time. You can see that, yeah. So we have this date and time, but there is something. We are getting the heading computer name. I don't want this computer name heading. I just want the kids PC, and I want the name username author. So how I'm going to do it? I don't need to use the number, but this expression in my code. Where is my code? Where is my code? I don't have any code. Here it is. So instead of 6, I would say computer name and username. Control C. Instead of 39, I will say username. Let's save this, go back, and create a new entry. So this was our input, and let's see, this time I can have my Sony, and date of joining would be 1/1/18, and then I can have qualification something and pay. Okay, let's post this data and go and see what has been posted. And now you can see in this cell in the next row I have this first PC, other, and data. So this is how I'm creating an audit trail. Whenever there is an entry, I know who has created the entry, on which PC this entry was created, and what the time and date when this entry was created. So this is how you should have this data. This should not be used in the output because I don't want to see it who created this entry. This is just for the audit trail. When I want to do the audit of the data, then I will go to the table or I will use some other report to get me this data. But I don't want this data, these logs, to be available to all the users so that they could know when the last entry was. This is generally confidential data. So with this, I will end this video, and in the next video, we will talk about how to keep the old record. So if you like the idea in this video, think about giving this video a thumbs up. Think about liking this video.